Yo, what's going on, man? Mouse Fortress here. And this isn't shocking at all. Okay. I have an article today from the Direct. The Flash to become worst box office flop in studio history. Are you surprised? This is a result of so many just bad decisions. So many things that just could have been avoided. So many things that just didn't have to happen. Pretty much, in my opinion, this film was basically bound to fail. And that sounds harsh, I know, but it's the truth. You have a main lead, Ezra Miller, a guy who decides to just bathe in controversy and drama. He lives and thrives off of it. You have a film starring a lead role, Ezra Miller, who does something like this, who does things like this. Why wouldn't people be turned off by this film? Who would want to go see a movie where the main lead is so controversial? It's just so drama filled. I don't blame people for not wanting to see this movie for him alone. Another thing, the Snyderverse. You kill the Snyderverse. Alright? Now by doing that, you pretty much let basically half of your audience know that you don't care about them. Even though the Snyder Cut was y'all's biggest success ever for DC, that was y'all's biggest success, was the Snyder Cut. And y'all still cut that man Snyder out, man. Y'all still took his vision and just buried it completely for what, a new universe led by James Gunn? For a new universe that involves Ezra Miller, Aquaman, and all these weird characters. Like, it's done. It's done. I mean, after the Snyder stuff, a lot of people are done. And you can't blame them. You can't blame them. I think what Snyder did was just so creative. I understand a lot of fans just didn't like his vision, but to me it was great. He had great cinematography. He had great just stories. I think he had great stories, man. Honestly, say what you want about BVS, but he was bold in that story. He was bold. He tried to tell a really good story, about Superman dealing with the public's criticism of him and Batman and all this stuff. Like, it was good. It was good stuff that we should see about these heroes, because in the comics, it's always just the same thing. It's just good versus bad. But it's not his verse. It was like Superman was the bad guy pretty much, and people couldn't tell if he was a good or bad guy. And I like that. I like that. It's conflicting, but I like that. It's real. It's relatable. It's real storytelling. I'm down with that. But unfortunately, too many fans are crybabies. Too many fans can't appreciate greatness and originality in these hero films. They want the same format, the same MCU formula, that leads me into my next point. That's why this film flopped. They tried so hard to just copy Marvel. After Snyder was done, they tried so hard to just take whatever Marvel was doing and just steal it and copy paste it into their format. And it failed. It failed miserably. People aren't stupid, Warner Brothers. People know what you're doing. People know that you're trying to copy Marvel and just put it in your films. We're not idiots, man. We're not dumb. And look, I hated this movie. The Flash was garbage. There was some good things in there. I loved Supergirl. I loved Keaton's Batman for the most part. Barry Allen had a cool effects when he ran, but like, the main role was just horrible. Bad main character. And then you put two of them in there. Then you put two Ezra Millers in there. Like, how do you do that? You already know people don't like them enough, so you put two of them in there too? Double trouble? Really? Hey, you know what? Whatever floats your boat, do it. But as far as this film goes, it just was not great. It wasn't good. It had fun moments, but it wasn't good. And the whole thing just screamed MCU Marvel formula. Most of their films scream that now. The second Wonder Woman screamed that. It really did. I don't care what you guys say. It did. Aquaman screamed that. This new Blue Beetle film screams like Spider-Man Homecoming type stuff. It screams it. Shazam definitely screams it. It's just, just bright colors, brighter colors, not a big serious tone. That's what Marvel is, and that's what it does. But look though, it works for Marvel. Not so much anymore, I'll say, but it works for the time they did it. In my opinion, DC has something special with Snyder because while Marvel was doing all the jokey, happy-go-lucky camper stuff, DC was just dark. It was dark, relatable, and serious. And I like that. It was sick. I love that. But again, fans are just unhappy with that. Fans are just the worst, okay? I think one day fans will realize that they really screwed themselves by bashing Snyder and his stuff, because by doing that, they pretty much destroyed the DCEU. Pretty much destroyed it. It killed it. Now, the third and final reason, people don't care. People just don't care anymore. They want to know why? Because James Gunn's DCU was coming. How can you announce a new universe that's being rebooted, right, and still want fans to be excited for a film that isn't in your new universe or isn't in your new slate? What is the point of watching The Flash, Aquaman 2, The Lost Kingdom, or Blue Beetle, or Shazam? Like, what's the point? It's not gonna matter. At this point, people only want and care about the new DCU. We want new characters. We want a fresh new take on this universe and this franchise, okay? People are done with these characters. And honestly, when you pile on all those reasons, even more reasons again, you get a flop. You get one giant flop, okay? That's why this film flopped. That's why it flopped. Even if you like this film, even if you think this film is the greatest thing ever, this film was bound to flop. This movie was bound to flop, okay? It's the hardcore truth, but it's the truth. The truth hurts, but it's true. This film had no chance of being a success. It just did not. It didn't. If Black Adam can flop, even while having Superman cameos in there, like, what makes you think The Flash will just be better? Honestly, honestly, you had The Rock starring in a movie, playing a very powerful being, and Superman Henry Cavill was in there, and it still didn't make the money it should have made? Come on, man. Come on, man. Use your common sense, man. Use your common sense. This film had no chance. It had no chance, and you know what? That's all right. Because I think now we can all accept that this film just wasn't that great. It's time to leave it in the past. Time to move on to bigger and better things. We're getting a new Superman Legacy movie, so that's gonna be cool. Hopefully it'll be cool. And at this point for DC, I'm ready for a new just take on this world, man. I'm ready for a new universe. I'm done with the whole DCEU. I love Snyder, but I'm done with that too. Just bury it. Let Snyder continue his story in like comic format or a novel, something like that. But live action, I'm done. It's just too much drama. Too much drama and controversy has destroyed the DCU. It has destroyed it. It's making people not care anymore. It's making people uninterested in these products, in these films. And again, that's why this film flopped. That's why it flopped. It was bound to happen, and that's okay. So, because hopefully James Gunn and Peter Safran, whatever, hopefully y'all can learn from the failures of the DCEU and just move on, okay? Now, Blue Beetle and Aquaman are still coming out. I will be seeing both of them, but I don't care though. If they're bad, I don't care, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. They don't connect. Blue Beetle might connect, but I'm not entirely sure on that. But yeah, no one cares. It's over. It's time for a new fresh take. The Flash is garbage movie, too much drama, reshoots, rewrites. The film was in production hell since 2014. May it rest in peace. You can rest now. As Pepper Potts told Tony Stark, you can rest now. It's okay. And yeah, that's it for me in this film. From this point on, this film will be in my past. I'm burying it in my brain forever. I'll still talk about it on YouTube with you guys, but as far as like, me being invested in this universe and these characters, no, it's over. That's it. I'm done. It's had its run, but it's time to move on. It's time to move on, okay? So with that being said, like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on this, man. Was The Flash good? Did The Flash deserve to flop? Did it not deserve to flop? Let me know down below right now. Let me know. The like goal for this video is 20 likes, man. Help me out, please. 20 likes. We are almost at 400 subs, okay? Help me out, please. And once we do hit 400 subs, I have a massive announcement. At 400 subs, okay? So don't miss it. But yep, that being said, that's it for me though. I am out. Peace.